Streaming.
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show, featuring the Zoom homies, produced by L&K Productions.
Well, it took forever to YouTube and OBS to connect.
Hello, Ken.
Hello, Alex. Hello, Greg. Hello, Jim. Hello, Jose, Photo Mix Media.
Everybody, hello.
Get an audio check on YouTube on everybody since I had to change the setting just now. Everybody could say hi on Zoom. That would be cool.
Hi.
Yeah, it looks good by the mixer, so I'll go with that. Oh, my goodness. YouTube is great. Good. Thank you, Robert. Hi, Tim, Tony Wallow, Robert Michael, Michelle Mimi was in the chat room, and I just got a message from her. I guess she's not going to be joining us after all. She said she's too tired. Greg was second. You're getting there, Greg.
Getting closer.
You're getting there. So, I don't know how tonight's going to go. My head's really not into this at all, but I figured I would try to get a short video in tonight or a stream in. See how many people, by show of hands, watched part 2 of the banner construction this morning or this afternoon. I guess it was this afternoon, 12:30.
I watched part 1.
Yeah, part 2 I finished it up. It actually looks pretty good. A little bit of tweaking to do on it. Jim's he's not even raising his hand. He's leaving the room. I'm not going to answer that question. I like the way it looks. I've just got I got a little bit of minor things to do on it.
Now, Ken, I could answer the question, but I don't think you want to see it.
I have no heartburn if you didn't watch it.
Nah, no, I have to say, I don't. It's
Yeah, it's not everybody's cup of tea. I understand that. I'm thinking about cutting it back to 3 days a week anyway. Just haven't made up my mind yet on it. If I could be more creative, and right now I don't have any creativeness going on whatsoever, then possibility I keep it 5 days a week. Stealth Mode joins us in the chat room. Hi, Stealth Mode. So, Alex, what'd you do all day today? Rick Lakes is in there? Oh, yeah, there's Rick. Hi, Rick.
Not much. I got a shower and then I sat around until we went to church, and then I went to church, and then I'm on here now.
I figured you were working on tapes or something. I sent you a message at 1:10 this afternoon, my time, 12:10 your time. Never got a response, so I figured you were busy making recordings.
Well, I thought, funny story about that. I thought she had given me the wrong number. I thought she had given me a wrong number, written down a wrong number for me. But turns out I wrote that number down wrong in my phone. I put that number in wrong in my phone by 1 digit. I thought I was calling a number. I thought her number was disconnected. But then she called me and called me back. No, it's not. And then I look and say, well, shoot, I messed it up by one number.
These things happen. So did she come and get the CDs and you get paid and everything?
I she's supposed to be calling me. She don't know if she's gonna be home tomorrow, but she's supposed to be calling me tomorrow because we're gonna be going over there for my grandma's birthday tomorrow and to go visit. And if my customer calls me, we're just gonna run those tapes over there. But hopefully, if she's not at home tomorrow, hopefully she can come get them next week. Because I don't want to have to hang on to them for 2 or 3 weeks or a month, like I do a lot of stuff for people. They either don't bring me, they either tell me they're gonna bring me stuff and don't bring it to me, or they bring it to me and then forget about it for a month or 2 or 3.
Yeah, that could happen too. So when Jim gets back in the picture, I got something I want to share. Let's see what this is. Oh, that was something I sketched and snipped earlier today. Actually, about 8:30 tonight. Lorna got an email for completion of acceptance letter and blah, blah, blah. And we couldn't figure out how to get into it. She was at work, and then I finally kind of figured it out. It's kind of weird how you had to do it, but Lorna was given the instructions on how to do it, but the instructions she gave me was totally different than what it actually was, which that's
And
not.
you will love to hear this. I just found out the other day that new router that I've got has an app you can download on your phone. And basically, the short story is anywhere that I am in the world with an internet connection on my phone, I can test my internet speed at home.
Why would you want to do that from anywhere in the world? Is your internet speed? So let's just say, for whatever the reason, you take a trip over to, I don't know, Hong Kong, and you get on your app and you're on the internet. Do you think your internet speed at home is going to change because you're in Hong Kong?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just
saying too. I'm just trying to point out it's worthless. Who gives a flying flip if you can check your internet speed all over the world?
And
you're not
by
home.
the way, if it has either dipped or whatever, what do you think you're going to do about it from halfway around the world?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, it's only 292. Are you going to call your ISP because there's going to be a time difference? Anyway,
that's the reason why I said it the way I did, because I figured that would be your response.
Would you think I was going to do handstands and cartwheels and say, "Go, that's the greatest thing since sliced bread"?
I'd pay money to see you do handstands and cartwheels.
I'd pay money to see me do handstands and cartwheels too, because that's something I've never done in my life, and I'm not starting at 63. Now,
I do 5 or 10 every day.
Yeah. I might include that on my getting back in shape plan from February to March, though. I don't know. Oops, I shouldn't have said nothing. Jose's here. So as I told...
Say that again, so I could be on the record.
Okay, you got the mic on, ready to record.
Yes, in 3, 2, 1, go for it, Ken.
Yeah, just use the Windows recorder.
Blah 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 blah. Get that translated. So as you know, I reached out a couple days ago, last week, I don't know, to Black Magic Design because of the issues I was having with Black Magic with DaVinci Resolve. And they got back to me yesterday or day before. I don't remember which. It was one of those two. And they said, of course you can revert back. And they highly recommend that I back up the database before I do that. So I think Saturday I'm going to reach out for some help and see if I can get that accomplished. Let me see, when did I get that?
Why Saturday? Why not tomorrow or the next day?
Because I have specific reasons for doing it Saturday. I got, what the heck did my email go?
I can remote in and help you do that.
Oh, it's because your specific reasons is because you want Doug to have somebody's computer to remote into and fix.
Yeah, let's go with that. So it was the 24th. It was yesterday. And it was early in the morning. And I still have it actually. He also provided me with a link to get the previous versions, which I thought was pretty nice of them. So that way I don't have to go searching on a page for it. I don't think it's going to be that difficult to back the database up. And then if it doesn't solve the problem, then I'm going to have to get with Wintermute and see what specific version he's using other than 18.1.1, whatever the build is. I know mine's 18.1.2 build 6 is my current version. At least from memory, that's what I believe it to be. So that's kind of what's going to happen this weekend. There's a workaround around it. I don't want to have to do that workaround each and every time. It's just simply going into Fusion, disconnecting 2 nodes, and I shouldn't have to do that.
Oh, Ken, the other day when you asked me about my my speed outside under the carport, I told you wrong. That was while I was That was while we were backing out of the driveway while I was in motion, moving. If I'm still parked in the car with the door shut under the carport, I can get anywhere between at least 150 to 200.
How far out of the carport were you when it dropped down to 50 on the road?
No, I'm talking about out under the
Yeah,
carport.
I follow what you're
I told
saying. You said it was 50. Now you're saying it's between 1 and 150, but when you start to move, it drops down to 50.
Yes, because I'm backing up, getting further away. But as long as I'm parked stationary,
Okay.
and a lot of it depends on what device I'm using, what device I'm running the test
Yes,
on.
Josh,
But
which device are you testing this on? Don't you just primarily use your phone in the car?
yes,
And did you test it on the phone yet?
yes,
And was it significantly different one way or the other on the phone as it was versus the tablet?
it was about
It was a bat.
no, not really. Both about the same. If I'm stationary, parked, and not moving.
So does anybody want to ask the question I'm about to before I do? Because I think we all have the same question on our mind. Why in God's loving name would you want to go out in your carport, sit in a van when you got a computer to sit at to test your internet speed?
Because
Because you have internet speed OCD.
no,
I knew there would be an answer.
No.
Because
a real answer is because I want to have an answer if my mom or dad tries to say something like, I can't get internet out on the front porch, or I can't get internet out on the carport or something like that, then I'll say, yes, you can. I tested it. It's blank speed out there on the carport.
Did you go out to the porch and test it?
I don't know if he heard you or not, Gary. I'm
What did you
looking-
say, Gary?
Did you test it on the porch?
I did. I had my mom take her phone out there on the front porch. She got about 100 down on the front porch.
And what did she get before on the front porch?
About 100.
And the reason why I asked her to do that was because she had told me before that she was not able to get Wi-Fi on the porch. And then I said, "Well, have you tested it? Have you tested it since I hooked up the new router?" Because she said that to me right after I had hooked up the new router Saturday. And so I had her take her phone out to the front porch and run the speed test. The short of the whole story is they may be complaining about the speed not working, but I know it is. And neither one of them has disconnected their Wi-Fi. Neither one of them has turned their Wi-Fi off on either one of their phones
Why would they do
while
that?
they've been in this house. So as long as you have your Wi-Fi on, it overrides your cell phone data.
Right. And then if they walk 5 feet away from the house and lose the Wi-Fi, that's going to pick up on cellular, correct?
Yes, in their case, because they leave their mobile data and their Wi-Fi turned on, which I assume most people do. But I don't. If I'm using mobile data, I turn off my Wi-Fi, and if I'm using Wi-Fi, I turn off my mobile data. And the reason for that is because one time I thought I was using Wi-Fi on my phone, and apparently I wasn't. My mobile data was on at the same time, and I was told by my customer service, by my phone company, that I ran out of data for the month. And ever since then, I always make sure that when I'm at home, I shut off the mobile data. So the only way the phone can
I'll
communicate
be
with
right
the
back,
internet
Mrs. Case
is over the
Conley.
Wi-Fi.
Sorry about that. She was inquiring about something. Ugh. You guys don't have to stop talking when I leave. You know that, don't you?
Well, you're the conversation starter around here. We don't know what to talk about without you.
Oh, I would beg to differ. I heard some things the other night.
I was catching up on my Z's.
Yeah, I hope to catch up on my C's either tonight or tomorrow. Trying to have a translated conversation with Mimi here. Usually goes pretty well. Oh, let's see here. I popped chat out so I could. Most likely you got car blocking transmissions, and it should work. I'll have to go back and check into all that later. Gary, were you with us earlier on the stream when I informed everybody that the BMV called yesterday and let us know they had the title finally?
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm laughing because finally.
Yeah, I was laughing too. Ha ha ha.
Mighty governmental of them.
Do what?
Mighty governmental. Other words, taking a long time.
Yeah, she started to go into some long bullshit. I mean, reason as to why it took so long. And I says, I don't really care, ma'am. I'll be there either tomorrow or the next day, and you can go out and read my VIN number and give me my license plate. Her excuse was that it actually had gone to their old facility, and their old facility was forwarding all their mail to the downtown facility, which is forwarding its mail from the downtown facility to the new facility. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Sorry about that. Well, something got in my nose. September to January.
Jesus Christ.
I'm surprised the state of Ohio didn't call and say, hey, we got your title. Wouldn't surprise me one little bit.
I mean, doesn't anybody check that like, once a month, maybe?
Yeah, well, you would think, but I don't know. I guess the old saying that once you get a governmental job for the state, you can practically do nothing and get paid and not have to worry about it. I know when I was growing up, they said, you want to get a job with the state, you're set for life.
That depends on the state.
I would imagine it would.
They still tell me that. A lot of people still tell me that.
We're trying to get rid of retirement for state and go strictly 401 or whatever the government is, 401k. But that won't happen.
Indiana pulled out a squeaker over Minnesota tonight, 61-57. It's really surprising. As well as they've been playing, I figured they'd beat them by about 30 points, considering Minnesota didn't have 3 of their players playing. I guess they missed their coach. He wasn't there tonight. He was back in Bloomington recovering from COVID, or so the article said.
See
how Trey Stackson Davis did tonight. How many points did he get? He got 25. 21 rebounds, 2 assists. That's slacker. He only got 2 assists. Well, I'm going to have to send in my comments tomorrow. Uh-oh, somebody joined us. Bell's working now. Finally.
Hello.
Probably, hey, Wintermeat, probably was working a while ago. I was just preoccupied with something else.
yeah, so we all heard.
Okay. Well, thanks for telling me.
How's your mom?
She's resting.
Good.
So.
What's wrong with your mother?
Now I'll tell you after the stream.
Okay. Didn't know there was anything to ask about.
That's why there wasn't a stream last night. Yeah, see, Jeff Ryman's with us, maybe in chat. I really should try to keep up with chat. Either that or stealth mode saying hi to people that aren't even there. Oh, yeah, there's Jeff. Okay. Had me worried for a minute. I mean, I'm saying hi to people that aren't even there. Wouldn't surprise me tonight, though. So where are we at here? Coming up on a half hour. That's probably... Oh, excuse me. Be right back. Again, if I stop talking, doesn't mean you guys have to stop talking.
Well, we're sorry, Ken. We don't have anything to talk about.
Oh, good Lord, Alex, you've always got something to talk about. You've always got at least 10 stories to tell us about your internet speed. Please don't have something to talk about. No better than that.
I went to the doctor yesterday and got poked.
Yep. How'd that go?
I know you hate that.
Yeah, I don't like needles, but
Nothing.
I'm a big boy and I can handle it. I don't like it. As a matter of fact, I believe I sent you a message and said, I hope everything went well yesterday. And my response was,
well, it did.
You're ruining my response. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Everything's fine. With just a normal routine refills, and next year, will be my year
Don't
to
say 10th
replace
year
it. It's
anniversary.
supposed to be replaced every 7 years because they can't just replace the battery, so they have to replace the whole thing because they're afraid of the battery going dead.
So did they replace the battery yesterday? Or just the medications?
They replace the whole thing about once every 7 years. Last time I got it replaced was in August of 2017. So next year will be 2024. It'll be around May of next year. So that's how many years?
And how often do they fill the medication up?
The battery goes dead. Battery goes dead after.
Have you had your hearing aid batteries checked lately?
Really? Look at that darn soundbar.
Yeah.
I really don't know how to fix it, Ken, other than use another set of speakers because only for
Get a new
Zoom
one.
because it works fine with everything else.
Have you even attempted to plug in a set of speakers to it and see if it works any different or not? And don't answer that. I know the answer.
He's too worried about the speed to make it work.
I already know it works. It works fine if I connect my Bluetooth earbuds to it. It works fine.
We're talking about your sound bar, not your Bluetooth earbuds. So you're taking an apple and comparing it to an orange.
An old orange.
I get a new soundbar.
Well, it's practically brand new. I bought it for him when Robert and I visited. So
Oh, you
it's
bought it
not-
for him?
Yeah, I bought it.
didn't know.
Yes, I bought it for him.
There's nothing wrong with the sound bar, except for it doesn't work on Zoom. I mean, it works everything else. Everything else I play on the TV or on the computer works. It just don't
Use your
play well with the
use your headphones.
Zoom and the Messenger.
And again, have you taken an external speaker and plugged it in to see if you have the same symptoms or not? And
In the
again,
dis-
you don't need to answer because I already know it starts with an N and ends in an O.
In the same output jack or connection.
That would help too, not to move. Yeah, let me put it over here. So I saw Carrie was live. I actually saw this today. Carrie was live yesterday, and there was a 43 inch, or was it 34? 34 inch monitor for 185 bucks.
Yes, he bought it. I guess it was kind of Amazon warehouse or whatever. The normal price is like a little bit under $250.
Yep, that's because I read one of the comments where the guy said it's not that price, and he came back with this Kerry Holzman. I guess somebody didn't watch the whole video to find out how to get it. When I clicked on the link, it said you could get it for 50% off if you applied for and got approved for a credit card. Was that the big trick to get it for that kind of money?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, if it's a warehouse, it might have been sold out.
Right.
Well, when you click on the link, it's still available for just under $249, or was it $279? Because I thought I could use a new monitor, and I'll make a 34-inch monitor work in place of the 32-inch monitor. But then when I seen
Thing was huge.
yeah, it was actually really big.
So when the kids come over here after school this afternoon, I had them in here all afternoon from the time they got home to the time we went to church, playing my game, my Wii. All three of them.
Your
And I
sister,
don't even have to do anything. They just come in here and it's like, we play your game, and it keeps them entertained.
your sister approve of that, or are you going to get in trouble?
Do they like Grand Theft Auto?
No, there's no Grand Theft Auto, and they can't play online. Everything they play has to be
So what?
can't play on the computer, should I say?
Why
No
not?
games on the computer because their mom has said so. They can't use the tablets or can't use the computer. It has to be on the.
That teaches them good driving habits and stuff, though.
I've heard that. So I'm going to click on Carrie's link right here. It says 34 for just 185 and free shipping. So when I clicked on that, it says it's now 246. It's gone down $3. But somewhere earlier
Go to the
today,
other sellers.
oh, you got to go to Carrie's channel, not my channel.
No,
You're
scroll
right.
down. Scroll down on the right there.
On the right over here.
Yeah. I can't see it. Oh, all right. I don't know where it is. It should be there. You keep scrolling. You're scrolling too slow. There you go.
Here you go.
See that new and used for 185?
Here you go.
Oh, right here.
It's used,
Oh, okay. Well,
but yeah, it's 185. Isn't that what he's quoted? 185.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah. Now earlier today, it said right here, it had.
Where do you see? Oh, sorry. Where did you see 185? Oh, right down there. Okay. Sorry.
Right here it
Yeah, you
says
can.
review LG whatever 34 inches for just 185 and free shipping.
If you
And
click
then
on that 185 one, it'll show you it's used.
Right.
Acceptable. That's getting kind of low.
Well, when I click on this link, it takes me to right here.
It is an Amazon warehouse link, I believe.
Well, okay, so I'll
Yeah.
close this. I'll click on the link.
No, that's the same link. I'm not talking about that link. I'm talking
Oh,
about
you're
the
talking
link
about
on
down
the side there. You have to click
gotcha.
on that link on the side. The new and
Gotcha.
used. Click the arrow there or whatever. So there you go. Sold by Amazon Warehouse 185. And it's used acceptable. Whatever that
Acceptable means the item is fairly worn but continues to function properly. Significant signs of cosmetic damage may include scratch, dents, worn corners, may be missing multiple parts, accessories, and tools.
means. I assume that's what he did when he got that. Did he
would
mention
say-
it was used on the show?
I don't know. I didn't watch the video. I've watched
I didn't
I've
watch it
watched
all.
more
I
of
watched a
his
little bit.
video right here tonight than I have in 2
Okay.
weeks.
But there's a
He
catch
does,
to
he does
that.
get
I read-
deals from Amazon Warehouse. I know that. He's talked about that before.
What's the catch?
Acceptable would not come in
You
a box.
watched it in 2x speed.
No, I don't watch it at all. And if he's watching, I probably just hurt his feelings and he's going to call me out on his next program. Oh,
Yeah.
poor me.
You never know who they did.
Yep, exactly. Well, yeah, I would. I would know. When he called Photo Mix Media out, I was alerted to that, and then I went and watched that 10 minutes of show. So I would know. Be it good or be it bad. So, what's going on in Rick's world tonight?
No, not too much.
Did you get the snow we were supposed to get? Because we didn't get the snow we were supposed to get, thank goodness.
No, I didn't get any today. Got just a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, they predicted
covering.
8+ inches today, and we didn't get barely maybe an inch and a half, which is fine with me. Didn't bother me a bit.
I'd call him up and complain.
Yeah, I thought about that. Then I thought, no, I want to be playing golf in July, so yeah, they done away with the card deal here. I mean, I wasn't going to get it even at what's half of 246, 130, 123. But then you're inheriting a new credit card, and I surely don't need that.
You can always cancel it.
Yeah, but I would probably forget. And they bank on stuff like that you get it and forget about it. And then the last one that I did that with, it actually defaulted all of my Amazon purchases over to that card, which was fine. I ended up canceling it anyway, but it took a tooth and a nail and a hammer and a good choice. Gosh darn it. And I finally got it taken care of.
Probably a high interest rate.
Well, I don't know. Didn't pay much attention
Yeah.
to it. I just know that my one card, I don't carry a balance on our credit cards. And I noticed the one card had a 0 on it. I know it's got to have at least $14.99 because that's what I pay Prime with.
You mean to be showing your web browser on the YouTube?
I do, actually.
Okay.
Let's look at the bad weather here. Thank you, Intermute. I wanted to go check an email real quick. That's why I brought that over. Good thing you caught that. You'd have been seeing people's email addresses. Well, let me look at I can show this one. I'm sure he doesn't mind. Isn't that what Doug said earlier today? By the way, I got to quit watching him while I'm driving because I'm going to have an accident one of these days. He's gonna hit me lap so freaking hard. But he did get the reference of, he got 2 references today, I believe. He got Wile E. Coyote, and he got Who's on First.
Yeah.
No.
So he
What's
knows the
on
old
first?
stuff.
I was impressed.
What's on first? Them's on second. They're on third.
I can't remember how that goes.
The interest rate on an Amazon credit card is 14.24 to 22.24 variable.
My interest rate's 0 because I pay it off, and I don't put a whole lot on there actually.
Like you.
And had I figured out how I got snookered into that one, I would have never gotten the new one. But it's gone. I don't have it no more. Still haven't heard back from the plumber guy. I've sent him 2 more texts.
Remember, that's how he'll behave when you get warranty work done.
No, he'll show up to do the work, and I'll say, "I'm sorry, Phil. I've already had that done because remember I sent you a text a month ago."
He's busy watching YouTube videos on how to do plumbing.
Possibly.
That's a good one. No, Ken, what I meant is he'll do the work, and then when you text him, hey, can you tighten that washer or something? He'll respond the way he does now.
Exactly. He comes highly recommended. He put in my mom's water heater. He does the side work for dimmery for my brother. So he's highly recommended. Maybe this job's too much for him. I don't know. 3 sinks and a water heater. I would do the water heater, except I noticed a little problem the other day when I was inspecting it and running it through my head on, okay, this shouldn't, oh, wait a minute. This has got a wire coming out of a tube that's got electrical tape around whatever is in the tube, and it goes down inside of the heater. There's a plate, and it goes down in there.
Yeah.
Then I looked over to the other end of it, thinking, oh, it's just plugged into the wall or something. No, it goes straight into the fuse box, so
Yep.
not doing my water heater.
All you gotta do is turn off the breaker.
That's easy for you to say. The way I would do it, I'd shut the whole damn house off to do it. I'm serious, too. Main breaker off.
Then you'd be in the dark. You wouldn't be able to see what you're doing.
I've got my handy dandy flashlight right here, also known as the iPhone.
Do you have a gas or electric hot water heater?
I have electric.
Ooh. Which is easier to work on than gas because you got to deal with gas.
Yeah, I
Electric
would
is
think.
easier.
I mean, if I had gas, other than maybe it would turn the gas off and everything would connect properly, that wouldn't be a problem. But with my luck, that's not going to happen. I did manage to shut the water off on the one sink that had a constant drip. That was fun. Actually, turning it off was quite easy. It was getting on the floor and getting up into the doggone sink to turn it off, which was the fun part.
Yeah, those openings can be small.
No, the opening wasn't small at all. I don't have any. I've got no mobility. If I ever fall, A, you'll hear it, and B, it'll be help! I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh, is that why they had an earthquake in
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything, but
Yeah, I felt that all the way through Cali.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want me falling. Oh, speaking of falling, as I was shoveling the drive today, I almost fell 3 times.
But can you get up if you fell?
No, it depends.
Need your clicker.
It would depend on where I fell and if there's any furniture around. And then if Lorna's here, she would break her back trying to pick me up. She would. It's just in her nature. If I can hobble over or drag myself over and get to a piece of furniture where I can pull myself up, I can do that. But outside today in the driveway, if I fell out there, I'd still be under the car. Oh, Chris isn't with us tonight. He's got a doctor's appointment in the morning.
Just get yourself an engine hoist.
Okay. So the next time I have to shovel snow, I'll wheel out the engine hoist, wrap it around my body, and then when the engine hoist goes rolling down the highway there, the ski slope, guess who goes with it?
That's when you put on the brakes. Just lift up your foot and use your heel.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't think so. Our street did not get plowed again today, so I'm going to call the HOA tomorrow and say, we're paying an HOA fee for snow removal on the main street out here. What's the deal? And then I got to thinking, I wonder if it has to have a minimum amount of snow.
Usually, yes.
That's what I thought. And we probably haven't even come close to that minimum amount of snow yet.
And if they're like they are around here, as long as it's still snowing pretty good, they won't. They will do 1 or 2 passings, but nothing. They'll wait until it stops snowing.
I seen a dead end street today taking her to work this afternoon that was not only clear, it was dry. It's a dead end street. It had better service than what this thing out here does. Oh, at least now she's texting me, not yelling for me. Haven't spoke to Sean in a couple days. Sean's mom texted me yesterday. He might be going home. Wait, today's Wednesday. Tomorrow on Thursday. Which would be good. Where are we at? 41 minutes. I have lost chat. I popped chat out, and I have no idea where I put it.
Click on the start button and click on the find button and enter in there.
You can do that? You can search for chat?
Yeah.
Huh?
I get chat.jpg. Last modified January 16th, 2022, 8:43.
Well, there should be an icon for it somewhere on the taskbar, one of the tabs that you probably have open for Chrome or whatever.
Well, let's see. The snipping tool's still open, and I know I closed it 3 times. We'll try that for the 4th time. Nope, snipping tool is not closing. Why the hell is that not closing?
You right click and click
Oh, I found chat. It's one of the 4 Chrome tabs that are open. Now I've got to go up here, go over here. There we go. There's chat. Oh, it got behind OBS. Interesting.
I got a question.
Somebody's got an answer. Is it for a specific person?
No.
Okay, good.
It's a Zoom, or excuse me, a YouTube question about chat, top chat and live chat. Or excuse me, a YouTube
Yep.
question about top chat and live chat.
Okay.
That's not me.
Oh, that'd be Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
Yeah, okay. So I was going to ask, who was the one who joined? That's probably who it was.
It was.
Mr. Jeff. How do you make it stay on live chat? Does I like live chat, but
You click on the down arrow, click live chat, and it should remain there.
well, it does.
For the session, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
you mean like as when you come back tomorrow?
To anybody.
Preference.
Yeah. Be nice.
Good question, actually.
I mean, it'd be nice if you think about it for a minute.
It would
Like-
be. Yeah.
If
Hi,
you
Jeff.
like live chat. No stupid statement, but
I'm stuck at top chat.
Well, the
I
three
click
dot
on
menu doesn't give you much options. Community moderation, participants, toggle timestamps, and send feedback. So you can't do it there. I wonder if it's in your. Oh my
live
God!
chat
Now,
is live chat. I think is for when someone is live. You can click on that when they have a repeat, like on Carrie's. You can click on live chat, and all the live chat during that live show of Carrie shows up.
yeah. If you go to the stream right now and click on live chat, you'll see live chat, and then I don't really see much difference in top chat right now. Looks to be the exact same.
Yeah, it
Live
is.
chat's supposed to be all messages visible,
Yeah.
Right. So
whatever that means.
A lot of times that works, and sometimes it doesn't.
I've seen live chat available on the replay as long as they had chat available on the replay. That was stupid, the way I said it. But in other words, it shows all the incidental messages or spams and whatnot.
well, I don't know if Jim's doing this or not, but I'm going to go into the studio. I'm going to go into settings and see if there's anything in there where you can set it in there or not.
Or, I mean, I appreciate it. I just wonder if anybody saw it because I looked all over and I didn't find it. And the other thing I like timestamp too.
Yeah, I like the timestamps because that way, if someone
Timestamp should
says-
stick. Because all the live chats and top chats that I have, timestamps should stick.
No, I mean,
Good for me.
If you
They
go
would.
to the three dot menu just next on the right hand side where it says live chat, toggle timestamps is there. It should
but if-
stick. Mine does.
yeah, but I mean, if you get out of it and come back in,
It
Doesn't
sticks.
matter. It sticks. It should stick.
No, it doesn't on mine.
it doesn't on mine. I mean, if I get out of Ken's right now and come back into it, live chat will not be there, nor will timestamps.
That's weird.
Huh.
You clearing your cookies?
That's
Cache
you
or
might
anything?
you might want to try clearing cache and cookies just to
No,
see.
you might want to not try it.
Don't do that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you probably don't want to.
Actually,
channel
yeah.
URL links, contact info.
I'm going to go back to YouTube, see if there's anybody else that's live.
I'm just going to go to
Okay, here's one that's live.
Pin Stout Live?
Pull it up.
Guess not.
Yeah. I have timestamps on a completely different channel.
nope, I did not get it on his. I mean, I can go put it toggle back on.
Choosing that Windows 11 is what gets you.
I am using ads if it matters, but
You kind of walked into that one.
The problem. That's the problem.
Yeah. It's just hang on a second.
no, actually, I got the
12's
top,
going to be better.
not the live chat. You're correct, Jim.
Is it good? If you go to live chat and toggle the timestamps.
Timestamps is there either way. Jim is correct.
It reverts
Yeah.
back to top chat though.
Once you've enabled it, it should stick no matter which channel you go to that's live.
Right. And if you disable it, it will not be there as well. Correct.
Actually, I think any that has chat should have it, but it is there. But I think Wintermeat was correct. In a second, I'm checking.
So I'm gonna do one with timestamps on. I'm not going to go to the India's Republic Day 25th March from January.
Oh, sorry, that's me. It is not there if you clear your cache.
Well, I would expect it not to be, wouldn't you?
Well, I would have thought it might be kept on their side for your sign on.
Okay, so I'm going to now toggle it off and go to a different one. By the way, the LAX airport is streaming live if anyone's interested.
Not really.
Just thought I'd bring it up.
Was there something going on?
Looked like a plane was taking off.
Oh,
And then
It's
when
like every 5
when
minutes.
you turn it off, now I'm on NASA live stream, Earth from Space. And with it toggled off, there's no timestamp. So yeah, that makes sense. I don't think there's a way that you can set it to, although I just answered my own question. On my stream, live chat is clicked. When I went to NASA, it went straight to top chat.
Yeah, I think that's the default. I don't know of any way to change that.
Yeah, I did when I was looking in in the studio. I didn't see anything in there either. So
No. But if I don't get out of YouTube, or excuse me, if I don't clear my cache,
You should be fine.
timestamp stays on even on 3-month-old YouTube if it has chat.
Well, it should, yeah. So let's test that theory real quick.
Because I pulled up one of Doug's from a month ago.
I'll go look at one of Doug's live Windows training from, oh, excuse me, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I need a Saturday one. 4 weeks ago, that's probably a Saturday one. No, it's only 30 minutes, so I need to find one that's about, here we go. This is Saturday. This is from a month ago. And nope, it goes straight to top chat. And then if I click live chat replay and hit the button forward, it does have the timestamps on it now when chat finally shows up. So yes, Gary, you are correct. As long as you don't clear your cache, you can go back 1, 2, 3, probably 6 months or more, and as long as it's there. I don't like the fact that you have to bring it back to live chat though. There's got to be a way to set that. I'll get my crackpot staff on that. We'll have an answer for you tomorrow.
Of course, you would think the same with.
There's not a way.
There's not a way, Wintermute?
Not that I know of.
See, my crackpot staff come through once again, and we didn't have to wait till tomorrow night. I knew I'd keep him on the payroll for a reason. He goes, payroll? I got to get with my accountant, though. I've been hearing some complaints. Greg, the only thing about that? You are the accountant after all. Watch him spew his milk everywhere.
Nah, it's a banana smoothie.
Oh, Lord. That's almost waiting room material right there. But
banana smoothie?
That's what
double bananas. 2 bananas in there.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Don't doubt it.
We are family friendly. We are still streaming for about 5 more minutes.
Speaking of friendly, my internet provider found that I was offline before I even called him, and the guy that's been monitoring my situation fixed it while I was out at baseball practice, and then called me to talk to me about it.
So what's your speed now?
Well, the speed is still the same, but Tuesday they're going to come replace all the radios. He said the upgraded radios should fix it. So he has basically promised me that Tuesday I'm going to have the advertised speed. We shall see.
Jeff. You know that's an old ploy from the Popeye series. They will gladly fix your internet on Tuesday. And you fell for it.
Meanwhile, they only advertised me 500 and I'm getting over 700 still.
They'll catch it and they'll adjust it.
I have a
one way or the other, yes.
I have a contact in Sheridan that's going to take care of that for you.
I'm so far behind on
They're going to borrow 200 from you to give to me.
Exactly.
There you go.
You know, I think I come up with a pretty good idea as to why I've got over 200 meg more than what I'm supposedly paying for.
Well,
And
all
that
of
is
this stuff
because
goes out at a high speed if they're capable of it, and they throttle it depending on your account settings. Somebody just hasn't throttled yours back. That's my guess.
No, my guess is that everybody else around me, other than us, is a renter. And so my guess is because everybody else rents, they haven't gotten the approval from their landlord or whoever owns the property that they're living in for them to get the fiber connection yet.
Nah.
That I'm the only one on my street that has it. And
nah.
So how badly do you want us to shoot that theory down? Because honestly, go ahead. Somebody take care of that. Because
what's the difference between getting fiber internet installed or getting cable installed for TV?
I can answer that question. Go ahead. Somebody take care of that.
Let's make it easy. Somebody renting a house is going to, Mr. Landlord. Yeah, right. Better to ask for forgiveness than for permission.
No.
God, I wish they would ask for stuff like that.
Unless it's rated at 500 with a bunch of people sharing the line, and the reason you're getting it is because not too many other folks are sharing the line. I would guess that they just have overlooked setting your speed on their end. But
When I actually told you guys, I talked to Windstream about Church Street, West Church Street,
Yep.
and they said 750 to 799 is what they would expect there for the 500 plan.
okay,
That's what they told me.
well, hey,
Don't go for the 1 gig. And I said, why? And I actually told them I was in a rental place, and I picked a fake address next to Alex.
well,
501 and a half West Church.
No, I don't know if it was real. I did 503. I upped it by 2 and kept it on the same side of the street. I don't know if that's a valid address, but the lady didn't seem to have a problem with it.
Why is that playing?
well, maybe
again?
that's just their standard speed for the 500 then.
So the lady told you not to go with the 1 gig because it's 500 is up to 700.
Yep. She said, if you want, you can, but for the price difference,
Well, I mean, unless you got a hell of a lot of equipment, you're not going to use all the 500.
You know, right now, as we speak, I average